Mastering English. Role play your way to perfect comparisons and contrasts. Hello, language learners. In today's video, we'll be taking a dive into the exciting world of English language roleplay. Our focus will be on comparing and contrasting, a crucial aspect of describing things in English. By the end of this session, you should be able to effortlessly compare and contrast items in your everyday conversations. Let's kick things off by understanding what we mean by comparisons and contrasts. When we compare, we look for similarities between two or more things. Conversely, when we contrast, we highlight the differences. These are useful tools for describing things, as they give our listeners a point of reference. To be effective at making comparisons and contrasts, you need to be familiar with some key phrases. Here are a few for comparisons. Ace is similar to, the same as, and here are a few for contrasts. Unlike, different from, in contrast to. Don't worry if these phrases don't make complete sense just yet. We'll be practicing with them in the next section. Now we're getting to the fun part, role-play scenarios. These scenarios will give you a chance to practice using comparisons and contrasts in a realistic conversation setting. 1. Scenario 1: Shopping for clothes. Pretend you're in a clothing store, comparing and contrasting two shirts. 2. Scenario 2: Choosing a vacation spot. Imagine you're talking with a friend, comparing and contrasting two potential vacation spots. 3. Scenario 3: Restaurant review. Pretend you're a food critic, comparing and contrasting two different restaurants you've recently visited. Remember, the key to these role-play scenarios is to use the expressions we discussed earlier. Let's look at some sample dialogues for these scenarios. Feel free to pause the video and practice along with these dialogues. 1. Scenario 1 dialogue. 2. This shirt is as trendy as the other one, but it is different from the other one in terms of fabric quality. 3. Scenario 2 dialogue. 4. Paris is similar to Rome in terms of historical landmarks, but it's unlike Rome when it comes to the culinary scene. 5. Scenario 3 dialogue. 6. Restaurant A's ambiance is the same as Restaurant B's, but in contrast to Restaurant B, Restaurant A's food lacks flavor. And that's a wrap on today's session on comparisons and contrasts through role plays. By practicing these dialogues and creating your own, you'll find that comparing and contrasting becomes second nature to you. Thanks for joining me in this lesson, and as always, keep practicing.